On the Citi Newsroom today, we are coming to you from the Ayawaso West Municipality in the Greater Accra region. This municipality has become a point of interest after the Ghana Health Service announced that it was going to move into homes of people, take samples, and also continue to track people who may have in one way or the other be connected or in one way or the other to persons who have tested positive for the coronavirus. Throughout the day, and indeed over the next 10 days, as we are told by the Ghana Health Service, officials are going to be deployed to homes. These homes are in areas such as Jawulu, East Legon, Trasako, as well as the Shashi areas to vet people, homes that they believe are points of interest to test this particular case that they have suspected. These would cover people who arrived into Ghana before the mandatory quarantine period. Now, beyond the movement of the immigration officers who are leading a team of Ghana Health Service staff to do the sample taking and testing, the immigration officers who may have had cards that are called the disembarkation forms that are filled by people arriving in the country are leading them to specific homes after following the address that was provided for the purpose. Now, there's also a press release issued by the Ghana Immigration Service. Let me just quickly share that. It says property owners and landlords urged to volunteer information on arrival dates of tenants into the country to Immigration Service. And it says the Ghana Immigration Service, GIS, urges all property owners and landlords to immediately furnish the service with information on their tenants, that's Ghanaians and non-Ghanaians, who traveled into the country from 3rd to 23rd March 2020. This is to enable the GIS to effectively and efficiently identify such individuals through contact tracing for the Ghana Health Service to assess and manage them. Failure to adhere to the directive and found culpable will attract severe sanctions in accordance with the laws of the country. The GIS wishes to assure the general public that it will continue to take initiatives aimed at enforcing directives by relevant authorities to combat the deadly virus. And this is a statement signed by Superintendent Michael Amwakwata, the head of public affairs at the Ghana Immigration Service. All right, so what is happening here? You can see Ayawaso West Municipal Assembly bus speeding out of the premises, to be shortly followed by the Ghana Immigration Service bus. The exercise essentially is to deploy as many health personnel as they can into the community, supported by the Ghana Immigration Service officials who would be pointing them in the right direction, which home to go to and which home not to go to. Homes of people who recently returned from abroad, people who arrived before the mandatory quarantine, and people who have to be tested if need be, their samples taken if need be, and that is what they are going to be doing into the community. We're going to join the teams and see what happens next. First port of call for the immigration and Ghana Health Service team, security operatives that run or that man this facility are asking for proof of authorization from the immigration officer. You're entering this estate. The assumption would also only be, or the presumption would be, that there is someone as part of the contact tracing that they are coming to conduct here. Another possible point of interest for contact tracing by the Ghana Immigration Service officials, they traced this address. Seems the person they are possibly looking for may not be immediately available, and so the journey continues. The exercise that's been happening all day. The immigration bus has teams that have been deployed with the Ghana Health Service officials. They keep moving from house to house, and they go in search or contact tracing of the people who they have been moving or actually suspected to be part of the pool that they would be tracing. And this particular group is moving into a house. Of course, for privacy reasons, it's not every home that we can enter, and so we cannot just enter into people's homes. But this is an exercise that's been happening all day long in the Ayawaso Municipality. The streets of Accra, the major roads, are still very dry. In fact, they are perhaps drier than they were yesterday. At the Madina Zango Junction, we still have the two armored personnel carrier vehicles stationed with military men moving out and about and directing vehicles on which way to go. So this bus at this checkpoint has been stopped. It's a trotro or passenger bus, and the passengers are being ordered to get down one after the other. I'm not sure if they are going to be vetted by the police before they are allowed to proceed any further. Why are you going back?
Okay, they say they don't have ID card. That is why they are going back.
Your passengers don't have ID card, so they are turning all of them away?
Yes.
Where did you pick them from?
Madina.
So what are you going to do?
I have to tell myself again.
So you go back?
Yes.
So when you're driving, when the passengers are entering your car, you don't ask them for anything, you just pick them?
Yes.
I see. But you yourself, did they have a problem with you?
No.
This structure from Madina headed towards Accra is returning. Passengers are going to be vetted.
Coming to pick car here, but as I'm reach here, they have built a barrier here. And I'm going to visit my wife at Kolebu. My wife is they didn't allow us to go. If the car comes, then they drop the people, they let the car go back. We don't understand. Why this thing is going on?
They don't explain anything to you?
They didn't explain anything for us. Why? All of us, we are in the country. We are a citizen. So right now, as my wife is at the hospital, I'm going to visit her with the food. How am I going to do? If the car comes, then they let the car go back.
How long have you been here for?
More than 2 hours now.
So they are not allowing any bus to move towards
They
Accra?
don't allow any vehicle to go.
The frustration from Junior and other passengers here is that this barricade at the interchange or the Hacho side of the interchange on the major Madina to Accra road, the police people who are preventing the trotro vehicles from moving. We've just seen one that is ordered to return to Madina. Passengers have disembarked. Let's attempt to hear from more passengers on this subject. I noticed that you were also one of the people who were asked to disembark from the trotro from Madina. What's happened?
When we reached there, we took the car going to La Paz. Immediately we reached here, I said we are not allowed to go. We should get the ID candidates. But we have just heard from the radios that we see the security dress that I'm wearing. Is the security that the security dress has been all the security guys are using. They asked for an ID card for that. They said because we are using this thing, we knew not to get any ID card for that. Now we were working at Senate residence at OEB. We are going to our office that is at Abofu, Escon Security. We have got all our this thing here. You see, we have got all our books here. The identity of this thing, attendance book also here. That's Senate. Okay. So we are going there to check all these things before perhaps our pay will be given to us.
So you are moving from OEB to your head office.
Prove
that you have been working.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And did you call your office that you are coming today?
Yes, we called them that we are coming today.
Did they give you permission to move?
Yes, they told us to come because when we don't go, we don't know how our checks are going to be prepared for us.
Now that the police have prevented your vehicle from moving, have they also prevented you from moving?
Of course. But by all means, we have to go there too.
Yeah, but why are you still standing at the checkpoint? Why don't you pick a bus?
The bus? Which bus?
Why don't you pick another bus and move?
How can I get some of the bus? They said none of them is coming. No bus is going to OEB or going to La Paz. Immediately we arrived here, they said we shouldn't allow us to go again.
What are you going to do next?
But while we are standing, the madam says we should wait here. When any car comes and it's empty, she will allow us to board it and we go with it.
A lot more vehicles are being turned away. The streets are relatively quieter today, and but people are still being asked for their IDs before they move.